Hello everybody, this is going to be part 7 and I'm going to be working on the cover today. All excited now. As you remember, I picked up this from the car boot. So one like this, I actually had 2, so I mean you have to excuse me with this. It's the first time I've done it, so anything like this, but I'm using this. So all I done was cut the buttons off there. That's how I started. Right, I've done a bit because the sun was in and I had to get going, or else you'd never see this video. So what I've done is I cut a piece of card, because again, a piece of card is my size journal, so is yours different? I allowed 2 inches for a spine, even though it's going to be a, you know, like a flexible spine one. I cut my card 14 inches by 8.5 high, okay, and that allowed for a 2-inch spine, which is about right for what I'm doing. What did I do first? Right, okay, well I cut it down and I decided that I wanted this bit quite plain, so I decided that for me it worked better like that, and then I can use this, what's left, inside the journal. All right, so the first thing I done was I used 2 pieces of card, okay, stuck together. They were both 300 GSM. What that is in pounds, I don't know, sorry about that, but Google will tell you. And then I stuck them together and then stuck it on the material, leaving a bit of a border, okay, because I want to sew around here. All right, I won't sew on top of the card, I'll sew here because I actually want the edges to be frayed a bit, okay, and then I'll trim off a little bit neater after. So because it's double, as you know, because it's a pillowcase. All right, so I've stuck in there that piece there, and I did notice this was Fabri-Tac. The glue come through a bit, which I don't mind it so much on the inside because I can do something there, but I do not want it on the outside. Okay, so what I'm going to do there is I'm going to use the fusible stuff that you iron on, yeah, and then I'm going to stick it down that way, that way, yeah. But before I do that, because I realised I was doing this and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to have stitching around here, stitching there, but I'm not going to have any at the top. Okay, because I've already glued that down, but I quite like that bit, you know, the way that went there, because I thought that looks quite nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, which I thought, and it may not work, so because I want to see the stitching along here. All right, I'm going to sew just along here before I do anything, okay, because I can just about, well actually if I do it that way I could manage to sew it, but if I'd done this again I would do that first. All right, just that I actually didn't know what I was doing with it until I'd done it, if you know what I mean. So like I said, first time doing this, so you'll have to excuse me. So what I'm going to do now is just go and stitch along that piece there. Okay, I've done that. That worked out all right. Not the straightest of stitching, but it was fine. So I'm going to iron on my fusible stuff now, which I will just go and put my iron on and everything and put that on. There we go, that's all done, that's all ironed on. I forgot to mention it was double-sided fusible stuff. I don't know what it's called. It's like this, and then this sticks down, and that's the one that I used. Then now I've got a little piece here like that. Okay, so what I've done is I've never used this before. Like I said, I'm not a sewer, so I've never used anything like this before, but I iron that down and then put that over the top and then iron the top, okay, and it's worked beautifully. Okay, I've got no puckers there or anything. I'm really pleased with that. I haven't worried too much about the edges because I am going to sew literally around here, but I'm just going to, I need to sort of be visible where I'm sewing. So I'm going to most probably put a bead of glue around here just so that I can see what I'm doing when I sew, or else we could have fun. So I don't want very much, so just in case. So what I'll do is tiny bit of glue on that card edge there. Okay, and that, when I do this, should let me see the edge, so I can stitch just after there, which it is, you see. Same this side, so I can see it. And also that Yvonne, I think I've mentioned that before, Yvonne Crafty White Preston. Got it all. She'll be proud of me. Which I'll link her video on, which I have on the other series as well, I think, about actually making the covers, because she's so good. And I do follow her, that one. I really do. But because I'm using a cushion cover, I needed to do something a little bit different. Oh, and before I stuck the cover down, I inked the edges, just in case when you fray that, and then, or you might be able to see the white. So right, so I don't need to stitch the top. I can just about see where I'm stitching there. So wish me luck, everybody. Yay, it worked. Not the greatest of straightness, but that's okay, because like here, for instance, you know, this is all going to, I want all this frayed, so, you know, that's going to be fine. And I had to put the stitch in there so that it didn't fray any further than that. Okay, and this I want sort of just rough, really, so I'm going to break those fibres down a bit. And here I will straighten all that up once I've frayed it all. Okay, because that is the card there. Don't go through the card, I literally just do it along there. Okay, and I'll fray all this a bit more later on. So anyway, that is the cover. Okay, I'm making my stitches visible, right, because I had an idea of putting a piece of that here. Okay, and that's going to cover my spine. Right, and I think that's worked quite well. I'm having one of my journaling cards on the front, I think. Okay, so I didn't want it that way round, even though it's nice to have a bit of sparkle, but I thought that would brighten up the back. Okay, with that there, because we can always brighten up the front with different things, with different elements. So I thought I would use this one. Just got a bit of cloth, haven't, you know, done it yet, but that one there, a bit of that. Oh, I just put a bit of lace on the inside of there to neaten up that edge. Okay, and I think I'm going to use, I haven't cut this right length or anything yet, going to use that, and then maybe a couple of flowers and things. So what I'm going to do next is the stitches, want sewing in. but I'm not quite finished the other thing yet. The other, I need to go through the journal to see what needs to be done before, because I actually, yeah, before I sew it in. So, but that's the basis of the cover. Sorry, I'm a bit sort of not talking very well today. Sorry about that. I'm having another one of them days by the sounds of it. No, I haven't had a drink. Not yet. I might need one after this. Oh dear. So anyway, okay. I think it's shocked that it actually went all right. I couldn't believe it. As I was disappointed with the glue showing through. It just must be that kind of material. But there's going to be a pocket down here. Actually, what I'm going to do now is a taller pocket to cover that one. And I'll do some, like an embellishment can go here or something to cover that. Okay. Right, so we need to go and get my journal a moment and have a look through that. Okay, here's my journal. And what I done yesterday was I just sewed one of the pages, didn't I? And I actually, when I put it back in, I put it back in wrong. And I actually prefer it like that. Because I think I had it sort of that way. Then I had a tuck pocket, didn't I, there, like so, something like that. Well, actually, I prefer it with that there as a little flap. Okay, I just quite like the way that looks here, there, and then what I'm going to do here is that one will go here, and then I'll stick that down. All right, but what I want to show you is how I rectify that I found that the coffee stain was just a little bit too dark for me. So let's have a go at playing with that. Okay, what I'll do is I'll glue down that first though, because that's what I'm going to do. I must probably put a bit of lace on the edge or something, like I normally do. Let's see if my glue comes out. Oops, come out all at once, that's plenty. Okay, just smooth that out because it went a bit of a blob there. Okay. Right, so that's the bit we put the gesso on. Okay, so what I do now is with my tea stain ink, I will stencil a little bit in the background first, which I've done with the other pages, and I'll do a bit of stamping and things like that, which I'm not going to show you every page of doing the stamping because it's quite repetitive and it will take me forever to do that. So I would just literally show you a couple of pages. And this stencil, again, is out of stock at the moment. So it's by Stamperia. But they've got loads of different ones, though, that are similar. And they are lovely, I will say. I think something down here. Let's have a look. Oh, do a bit of that. I do this very random. Okay. Right, and that's all I do there. So you've got quite a lot of texture going on that page. And I'll do a bit on the inside as well. So when you've got that little rose there, so. Again, on that, because it's a bit darker there, you need to sort of be a bit heavier so you can see it, okay? Like so. Oops, that way. Okay. Let's have a look. I'm going to do that there, I think. Go back to being very light there. Don't need very much. Okay, that's fine. Right, so that's that bit done. The stamps I've got out, I haven't got many stamps. The Dude Craft one, I've got another Dude Craft one here that I use for texture, which is, you can only just see it. Sorry, it's literally, it's quite old now. I use it a lot. I use this one for texture because there's a lot of nice things going on. It doesn't matter if you misprint or anything like that. And I do really use that one a lot. So I would use some of that. I've got the one that you saw the other day, but I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use, these are my other ones I've got. It's all to do with sewing, which I haven't really got that many, but got some little sewing machines here. Mannequins, they're always handy, and a big sewing machine. And some bits and pieces on here. So I've got tape measure and all that. Where did this one come? That was Do Craft again. Okay. Yeah, and they're very, very reasonable. So my glue is leaking everywhere. It's a hot day today, and when that happens, this glue really does escape. Let's make sure that's right. It seems to, I think it sort of blows up. Oh dear. Right, it's thimbles, there's all sorts of things there. So that's plenty, because it's usually one or two elements I'll pick out. You know, it might only be a little button or something like that. So that's, I'll just go and get my stamp block ready. Right, I haven't got a block big enough for this one here, and I quite like that stitching. So I'm just going to make sure it's the right way round. Too many R's there. That's archival ink coffee. Told you I can't speak today. That was smashing with me. I'll just do a test piece in a minute. Okay, that's all right. That's fine. So I haven't used this one, so I need to get rid of that though, just in case. I would like it along here actually, so that's perfect for that. So wish me luck, everybody. If it's wonky, it'll be covered up. I can assure you. I don't like stamping with little stamps like this. I don't mind the big ones, but right. There we go. That's okay. But I still feel, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's okay. I think the bit of colour would look nice there because it's quite a messy page, this one. It's sort of like a bit grungy, so I didn't really like the coffee. But, you know, I might even spray a bit of colour into that page yet. So I am going to stamp though, definitely. I think one of those maybe right there. Let's have a look. I hope I got, oh, I have to go and get me other blocks a minute. Yeah, this is the Do Craft one as well, so I'm going to have to use that big one by the look of it. It's not going to go on there, is it? No. Okay. That's going to be this massive one just for that. Oh well. Get that line paper away from there. That makes you feel a bit funny. Okay. That goes there. Yep, so I need that there. I'm hoping it's going to be darker than what I've already put there, else it's not going to look very nice. unless I put dress on her or something. Oh, jumped. Okay, no, that's all right. That's good. Okay. Yep, and I think a bit of colour or something in her on that mannequin would look nice. And a bit of washi tape, a bit of tape down the bottom here would be brilliant, because that'll liven that page up a bit. So I'm going to go and get some of that before I forget. Okay, I've got some of that. Next door I've got a piano, so you might be able to hear a piano in the background, and I think the kids are playing it. It's a beautiful piano too, and it really hurts me when I hear something banging away at it like that. It's just such a shame. Okay, yeah. Oh, washi tape is so good. Yeah, I'm going to put some down there as well. And there. Yeah. Might cover up that then. Yeah, sort of that stitching was something and nothing. I wasn't impressed. I think it'd be all right for like something mixed media or something. You wanted that sort of, you know, mark making thing, but no. Just it was just something or nothing. Something and nothing. Well, I know what I was going to ask. I was going to say is, you know, if you want whatever video you want to see, or is there something you're not sure about and you want me to go over things, then please, you know, please suggest them, because I don't mind doing the videos. And sometimes it's quite nice to have a direction and to know what you actually want to see. Let's make sure that's the right way up, and I want to go there. Okay, I'm going to cover that up like so. Yeah. And then just a little bit. Okay, right, so let's put that in that signature and see what it's like. Oh, and some words too. That would be nice, yep. I like that there. And I think I'm going to put some of the words in on that bit there. So I'll just go and get those a minute. There. I think that will work very nicely. And then I think we're going to put the piece of lace in here, okay? And then that'll make that sort of just brighten that area up there, which I will do now. Yeah, perfect. Right, I'll finish this page off and then I'll show you a bit more stamping. By the way, when I squeeze that, it's hardly any coming out, so it might look like I'm being a bit excessive with it. There's only a very fine bead there. Lovely job. I need my acetate. Oh, I might have banged the iPad then. Need it. Coffee. I'll do coffee first, but I've got a slightly darker one if need be. So press all over because I don't want it all over. No, just want it quite random. Yeah, that's dark enough, so definitely. If anything, I think I would like it a bit less than that, but that's okay. And there, yeah, that's fine. Because the person that's having this isn't a journaler, so she doesn't want much writing space. Okay, so right, so what I do in this situation, okay, which is fine, but there's not many sewing elements here. So what I will do here is most probably, you know, maybe add some buttons, you know, in a little area or something like that, okay? But we just, because it's just a, I want this in the background, you know, right, the other one from the other signature that I had like this, okay? So I'm going to put some tape on similar to the other one. Just going to pick up what's left there. I just hope for the best. That's fine. Okay, we've got a bit of something going on in the background there. What I'm going to do is use a bit of tea stain now. So I don't want it quite so dark as what it has been. Okay, can you see that? So it's more like a blended image, and I prefer that. Okay, and a bit of script. I quite like it because you never know what you're going to get when you do it this way. There. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll put the washi tape on. Trim that bit of lace there while I'm here. I think I'm going to put lace here. Yeah, I am. And maybe a bit of stitching actually. A bit of this lace for a change. Yeah, I think this paper is actually very porous, because the way the ink sort of almost spread out a bit with that one. Again, it doesn't matter. It all adds to the texture at the end. Do I want to come in or do I want to go out? I'm going to go out, I think. Okay, and on this side, I use the washi tape. Oh, I've got one ready. That's first. You have to hunt for it. That one is in here, isn't it? Yeah, I found it where I think it should go. I'm not still sure, but it took me about 5 minutes to work that one out. That's what you get when you don't mark where you took the piece of paper out from. So I totally forgot. I could look back through my video and I would see. But anyway, I think that's okay where it is. All right, and I think that looks quite nice as well. Yep. So what I'm going to do now is I've got a place where I marked where I wanted some more washi. Here, this one. So I'm going to do that now while I'm here. I think I'll be printing some more of that out because oh, it's available on my website. This one, I put it there last night, so I'll give you a link below on my website and go to the freebies. And there's I've added loads there. So I won't be around tomorrow because I'm meeting someone tomorrow, and so a lot of you will know who she is. It's crafty. No, she's not crafty. Well, she is, but not that crafty. Yvonne. I can't even get, you know, I said I really have trouble with her name because it's so long. I can't remember it. Yeah, she's on holiday in Cornwall, and there's me, my sister Janet Hicks, and Tina Lady. We are going to meet her where she's staying, so really looking forward to that. It's quite nerve-wracking though, I will say, but I'm very excited, of course, but I think it should be fun. Going for a bit of coffee coffee and cake apparently, which is very good. I think she's been enjoying her Cornish break, so make sure that's it. So I like to start with number 1 for some reason. So I might put a bit of lace on there as well, so I'm just going to come in a bit with that one. Okay, just cut it off. Forgot to do that before, didn't I? Right, I've got a bit here. Oops, getting all tangled up now. See, I'm getting into a mess. I need a bit more space before that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and now let's just straighten that up there. And what I'm going to do on here is I'll put a little tab, yeah, on here, so that you know that it opens out that way. All right. And a bit of lace here, which is this one. I think I've got just enough. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be very hot tomorrow. It's going to be about 30, which hot for us anyway. I get hot in over as soon as it gets to 20. I'm like, oh my god, I can't stand this heat. It's so hot. So, God knows what it's like for people that have extreme heat. I don't know. I just can't see because my glasses steam up. There we go. And then with the tab, because with the tab here, people will know you go out that way, which I think they're very handy, those little tabs. Sometimes I glue them on, sometimes I stitch them on. It really depends how I feel that day. So, and I think a little bit of tape measure tape, because I've got that somewhere, haven't I? So I'll go and find that. I think, no, not that, because we've already got that. So we don't want any more. I know I'll leave that. I know I'm going to put that there. Put my little marker to remind me. There we go. Just making sure that's not going to come through. No. I definitely need something on here. Very fine, these like tracing paper tape. So yeah, I knew I was going to use a lot of that tape. Coming in a bit because I'm going to put lace down the page. Go. These all, you know, lay in flat after a little bit because of the weight of everything else on it. So there we go. Yeah, someone said it's getting chunky already. This is nothing up to what they end up like. But like I say, the person that's having this journal is, she doesn't write a lot. So this will be more of for her to just look through. Okay. Right, I think that's it for today. Okay, because I've done the cover and I think I'm over me half an hour, which I tried to keep under half an hour, but it seems to be like about 45 minutes. I do edit a little bit, especially sticking down. You know, if you notice, you sometimes don't see me sticking down everything. It's because, you know, when I play it back, I think, oh God, that's so, you know, it takes forever. So I do cut those little bits out. Okay, right. So I'm quite happy with the way things are going. Yeah, no, I'm not over keen on this at all. So that will be covered up because I think it's just dark and dingy looking. Yeah, it is. So I'm going to have to do something to brighten that page up. So watch this space with that one. But I quite like the fact that it's in there, and I'm going to think to myself, okay, perhaps I'd sewn it in and that happened, all right? Because as you know, I can take this out now, but not everybody works like that. So I'm going to go through and show you what I do when I don't like something, okay, by covering it up. Okay, so I shall put my little note here. Yeah, no washi now. Cross that out, and I'll put cover up. And I'm going to put soon. Yeah, because I just, yeah, I'll put a pocket there or something, and then it'll be fine. Hopefully it'll be fine. If not, it will come out. I've ripped pages out before that have gone wrong. They're in my journal, and I've just ripped them out. And I utilise them with something else normally, but if I find it's too dark and dingy, then I don't want it in there. You know, and there's plenty of pages, and if that happens and you lose a page and you really wanted it there, then you can do a flip out, you know, and add a page that way. So see, that side I quite like, but it's just in here I don't like that. No, didn't like the ink I used. It didn't work very nicely on there at all, and that was that. I think what would have been better is like a fine detail one, something like that, the VersaFine, but haven't got a brown in that. I've only got black. That would have been okay on there because it's a detailed ink, and it for detailed stamps it's actually brilliant, I will say. Right then, okay, I think I'm getting a bit tired now, so I shall leave you today and go and have my tea. And thank you very much for watching. And like I said before, any questions, you know, I will answer them in, you know, the next, it gives me something to talk about as well, you know, in my next video. And also anything that you can think of that you want to go over, you know, anything really, just comment and I will try to do my best for you. Okay then, bye for now.